don't need global work and travel, you need to watch this video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So many of you will probably be here for one of two reasons. One, that you have watched my video on global work and travel, my brutally honest review. Or two, that you have booked a trip through them and you are having doubts. Trust me, I've been there. So if you guys haven't seen my previous video on global work and travel, I do suggest you go watch it just to give yourself a little bit more context of what I will be talking about in this video. But if you can't be bothered, I totally get you. I will just quickly summarize it for you guys. So basically, I lost 3,000 New Zealand dollars, got completely screwed over by global work and travel, and honestly, they did nothing they promised they would do, like find me a job, find me some accommodation. And I honestly think it was just the biggest waste of money and my time. And I just really want to stop people from making the same mistakes I did. So this was around 2 years ago. And trust me, I have tips and tricks that global work and travel don't have. And while all of this was happening, I actually found out that I was so capable of moving overseas by myself. So, without further ado, hit my subscribe button for more epic videos and let's get into the video. As a naive teenager with a dream to move countries, it's pretty easy to find global work and travel appealing. You know, they pretty much target those sorts of people, the people who want to move overseas and have this cool working holiday experience, but want a safety blanket as well. I totally understand because I was that person. I fell into their marketing trap. You know, I was 17, I was desperate to move over to London, but had no clue where to start in anything to do with moving countries. It's pretty daunting and pretty scary. And that's why I do think global work and travel is really good. Like, their marketing team. Oh my god, their marketing team is so good because people like me would fall so easily into their little spiderweb trap. And I think they need a bloody pay rise, to be honest, because they are really good at what they do. I do wish that someone had told my 17-year-old self that you are capable of moving countries, you just need a rough guide. So that's exactly what I've done, and I have made my very own rough guide on how to move countries. I have based everything from my own experience, which is London, but the best part is you guys can download that free of charge, no stupid cost, and that will be linked in my bio. Actually, how much does it cost to go on a global work and travel holiday? I want to look that up. Global work and travel. I think I paid around the $2,000 maybe? Maybe just over. So. No freaking way people are paying this. $2,695! This one here, $3,295 New Zealand dollars. For what do you even get for that? It says it's global, like it says it's working holiday in UK plus. What does the plus mean? Bro, that's insane. So, you've decided you wanted to move countries and you've picked your destination. Amazing. I hope by now you have figured out your working holiday visa, and guess what? That is the hard part over. My first suggestion that you can do in advance before you actually leave the country is book some temporary accommodation, such as a hostel or Airbnb. I will definitely recommend some hostels in London that I know are really good. I will also link down Hostel World, which will be very helpful for when you go traveling and all that sort of stuff. Don't rush into finding a job straight away. I should hope that you guys have some savings, but when you are planning for your trip, definitely it's worth having a little bit extra tucked up your sleeve just in case things don't go to plan. I could definitely make a whole extra video on how much moving to London cost me. But just have savings, okay? Go have some fun. Explore the place you're going to be living in. Maybe pick up a SIM card at some point. I actually learned that you can go get SIM cards at the airport, which I wish I knew, actually. Anyway, go get a SIM card. If you're anything like me and don't have a proper qualification, then your job market's only really hospitality or retail, which are actually really easy to find in big cities. I'm sure if you do have a qualification, the job search is realistically the same. You know, you want to be looking on websites such as Indeed, Facebook groups, especially when you're walking around. There's sometimes advertisements in shop windows. Don't be afraid to just walk in and go, hey, like, here's my CV. rah, you know, you're already out of your comfort zone, why not push it a little bit more, you know? Make sure you've got an updated copy of your CV, and it's actually very worth mentioning that you are on a working holiday and that you're from XYZ country. It just makes your CV stand out a little more. While you're searching for a job, you also want to be searching for a place to live. This can definitely feel very overwhelming, and it can get really easy to get carried away with applying for jobs all over the city when you don't know it very well. And that's honestly the last thing you want. You don't want your flat here and your job here and you have a really long commute every day, especially in a place like London. It gets tiring very easily. So my suggestion is research. Research the areas you want to live. You know, have some fun, watch some videos. For London, I was only really looking in West London for places to live. Same with jobs. I was looking for West/Central because it's quite close together. But research is very much key when it comes to moving countries. So get on your laptop and definitely look some places up and get to know the areas a little bit better. If you are feeling overwhelmed or you've never really flattered before, I totally understand because I was in the same boat. I went solo, and if you are also going solo, then you will probably most likely be looking for a room to rent, and that is very overwhelming. But I would suggest make a little list of everything you would like in a flat. You know, is it close to transport? Is it close to bars or pubs or, you know, gardens? Like, make a little list and then it can refine your search a little. Also, with future flatmates, create a little list of questions to ask them. I had things like, are you guys social? What are your habits? Like, what's your job? You know, those sorts of things, because you could very easily be living with these people and you want to like who you're living with, because that's a big part of moving out of home. Also got my mum to write me a written reference on how I was to live with. Because I had no flatting credentials, I thought that was my best kind of option. But definitely make sure you have copies of your ID and your proof of funds, bank statements, all that sort of stuff, just in case you need it for your landlord. It's just good to have those on hand anyway. I think I had my passport and driver's license, just a couple of copies. I never actually needed them, but you never know. In terms of where to find a place to live, Facebook groups are really good. I can definitely link some great Facebook groups if you are moving to London and you're like, where do I start? I have some great ones down below. Otherwise, once again, research is key. I'm sure if you just even search up rooms to rent XYZ, something will come up. In London, it's Spare Room, and you can also get an app for that. If you are moving to London, I suggest you do get it, but once again, research is key. Okay, so I've got a job and I've got a flat, but I don't have a bank set up yet. What do? Don't you worry, Wise has got you covered. Before I left the country, I set up my Wise account, which is an international bank account that allows you to transfer money from your main currency account to this one. You can also change the currency as well. It's very helpful for when you do go traveling. You can also get paid into that account, which is very good for the first couple of months while you're finding your feet and learning all the different banks that you can get in that country you're living in. Revolut is also really good. This is the one they set you up with at the Global Work and Travel initiation thing. I actually preferred Revolut over Wise. I think I just liked it a lot better. Once again, you can get paid into it and it's really good for why you go traveling. I did eventually set up a UK bank account, but just chose to stick with Revolut. I don't know, I just thought it was a lot easier to use than Lloyd's. But yeah, I will link both of them down below for you guys to have a look at. So if you're anything like me, you wanted to go overseas to meet new people and have new experiences. Global Work and Travel apparently promises this, that you'll meet heaps of people and it's super social. I didn't really find that the case. I didn't really meet anyone I would want to be friends with, especially at that initiation thing I went to. But I can definitely understand that it feels daunting to meet people. Like, how will you meet people in a new country? I definitely found it daunting as well, but it's actually not impossible. I met people through my awesome job at the pub, and then I met people through my flat, and I met people through people as well, you know, people I knew, their friends, and I met people through that. You know, it's actually pretty easy to meet people as well. Especially in this day and age, we have social media, and with that, Facebook groups are a really great way to meet people as well. You have some really good ones, such as Kiwis in London, Aussies in London, you know, there's Lonely Girls in London, there's Gen Z's in London, new to London. There's so many Facebook groups. You just have to research, and I know, especially with Kiwis in London as well, they have lots of events, which is really fun. I never went to any, but I kind of wish I did. But don't be afraid. Like, you're already out of your comfort zone, so just go to these events solo. No one will really care, you know. People want to meet friends as well, and most of the time you'll meet like-minded people as well, but just go out and have fun, and just don't be afraid to go alone, because you just never know who you might meet. I wish I had more of that. I get this question a lot, you know, if you were to go back in time, would you not go through global work and travel? Would you shape your younger self? They're like, don't book it. The answer is no. Obviously, I can't undo the past, but if I didn't go through global work and travel, I probably wouldn't have gone to London at all and had these cool experiences and, you know, solo travels and all that stuff. Better yet, I would not have this knowledge and advice I'm giving to you right now. I feel like it's really easy to let fear hold you back from something, but honestly, on the other side of fear is these incredible opportunities and experiences. You just need to get over your fear. I totally understand, you know, going overseas alone where you know no one, you might not even speak the language. It is terrifying. You cannot let your fear hold you back. You know, you are capable of this. You are so much more capable than you ever expect. And I know it's easy to think global work and travel is good because they'll help me set up everything. But if they do set up everything, you know, you run that risk of that. This pretty much defies the whole purpose of you going overseas. You know, you won't be able to grow or learn these things, or that's the whole point of doing an OE, is to have these experiences, gain these life skills. And if they do it all for you, then I don't know, man, it's a bit weird. You know, what's really funny is I still get emails from them. I'm like, why? They're always like, hey Sarah, how are you enjoying your new life in the UK? I'm like, first of all, you guys don't realize how much I've actually accomplished by myself without you. And it does anger me a lot because I did lose money through it, but you know, they don't even know I'm back in New Zealand. You know, it's so funny that I still get emails. I think I might just block them. Might write that on my to-do list, block global travel emails. But since you guys have made it this far, I want to let you guys in on a little secret, because you might be shocked when I tell you this. I'm terrified too. I'm so scared. I want to go solo traveling again. I've done it before, but I am still scared. Fear is always going to be there, but if you let it hold you back, you will miss out. And that is what I will tell you guys. This is my best advice. Don't let the fear hold you back, because everyone feels it. I was scared moving out of home. Even though I've moved out of home and moved countries, I will still be scared. And that is just normal, and that's natural. But I wish someone had told me, here's my guide, go do it. You don't need to pay $3,000, go do it. So yes, don't forget to download that guide, and yeah, hopefully it helps you guys. Hopefully you save some money through it too. So see, you don't need global work and travel, you've got this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. This has taken me so long to make, just because I felt so angered, and I felt quite embarrassed that I had lost a lot of money through global work and travel, but it's been 2 years now, I gotta get over myself. So yeah, do subscribe and keep up with my awesome content. But I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.